Hey friends! Are we really independent? I mean, we surely kicked out Britishers back then in 1947. And yes, the root cause. The East India Company. That allowed the whole British invasion to happen. But what really happened after that? Greedy politicians took over the stage and the system already placed by the Britishers. Those slave-minded accepted everything they could for their greed. And now Indians are so mind-washed that youth are working hard to work in one of the East India companies. Feels it an achievement? We are not independent, my friend. Britishers were already one step ahead. Leaders who really fought for the independence were long gone. Or pushed aside. Remember Bhagat Singh, Lala Lajpat Rai, Chandrasekhar Azad, Subhash Chandra Bose, Shastriji, Homi Bhabha. They all were killed. And the whole 1947 independence was just a set-up to fool the Indians. What really happened was that British generals were replaced by the Indian puppets for their job, as it was getting difficult for them to rule India because of the Indian Navy revolt and the losses they faced in the Second World War. Do you know? Queen of Britain is a citizen of India according to the Indian Citizenship Act, passed in London in 1857. We never kicked them out, they fooled Indians. What they really gave Indians was another law, in the name of freedom. Indian Independence Act. Even this was passed in London, which actually was the partition of India and Pakistan. Not an independence. Very few knows that the partition of India and Pakistan was done by Britishers. That too by formally drafting this law. And accordingly, once the law is into application, India and Pakistan became self-governing dominions. But the British monarch continued to be their heads of the state, represented by the respective governing general. And this is the reason why we still see so many East India companies with their changed names. But for the same purpose, draining the country's wealth and making people slaves. And this is why we still see that Queen of Britain doesn't need any visa for coming to India, neither any permission from Indian government. For her, it is like traveling within her own territory. And this is why we saw our politicians welcoming her in 1997. Was the 1947 freedom drama only about faking the independence?
It's designed to cut the logistical costs of manufacturing goods, to make India the cheapest place in the world for a company to build its stuff, and, in turn, triple the amount of merchandise it exports from 2010 levels by 2017.